What's going on, guys? Your boy Gerald back with another edition of Men's Fragrance and Fashion Extra, and today we're talking about Boadecia the Victorious Ardent. Alright, this fragrance right here, I'm going to tell you all about this. So if that's something you're interested in, guys, you know what to do. Keep it locked. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope that I can really, give you some details about this fragrance here. All right, so again, we're dealing with the house of Boadecia the Victorious. If you have any fragrances from this house, let me know in the comments. But this is the first fragrance that I purchased from this house. All right, this is a fragrance that I've been looking at a long time, and I finally pulled the trigger on it, and I'll tell you why. All right, but this one is Ardent. Yeah, so before we dive in, let me just show you the packaging with this one here, guys. It's really, of course, it's an expensive niche house, so yeah, you're getting what you pay for, at least with the packaging. So with this one here, you turn this here clockwise and you open, and the fragrance sits right in here. All right, so you pull it with this little lever here, probably give you a close-up. All right, but that's the packaging. Very nice. You have a little drawer here, well, not drawer, but something you can actually pull out, and there's some information here inside of here. All right, so that's the packaging. Really nice. And yeah, take it like that. So the fragrance itself now, well, these signature bottles, once you see this type of bottle, you know immediately that it's Boadecia the Victorious. So nice presentation, right? Very, very English. All right, so this fragrance was launched in 2012, so about 13 years. So it has been around for a long time. And so the perfumer behind this one is Christian Provenzano, very good perfumer. He did this one here. So wow, this fragrance, guys, I got this fragrance because I smelled a sample of this, and I just loved it. All right, so if you know me, I love the note of rose, and this one is a rose forward fragrance. So that's the main note here in this one. And I also love amber. Big up yourself, Cheryl. Right? Cheryl knows that one to a T. So when you have fragrances that have rose and amber as the main character in a fragrance, that's just me right there. That's my name is written all over that. So that's what happened with this fragrance here. Those two notes just draw me in, and I said I have to get this fragrance. So that's how I ended up with this here. All right, of course, yes, the house is expensive, but if you love something, you will put out, right? If you have to save, whatever you have to do in an honest way, right? And you save and you get it, all right? So that's what happened here. So this fragrance, let me just give you some of the notes in this one here. So on the top we have turkish rose, saffron, you get the saffron as well, coriander, carrot seeds. Not too sure what carrot seeds smells like actually, but I don't know. It doesn't bother me in here. Right, in the midst we have rose again, beeswax, jasmine, hidion. You get the beeswax in here, we don't talk about that. And in the base we have vanilla, patchouli, oud, benzoin, amber, labdanum, and musk. Right, so we have a couple notes in here, but it's blended very well. So it's hard to pick out a lot of the stuff besides the rose, the amber, and you get that kind of beeswax type of finish as well. All right, everything else is kind of just hidden in the composition and blended very well. All right, the vanilla you get as well, but you could kind of put that in the amber category also. When you spray this one, guys, so you spray as beautiful pressurized atomizer here, immediately you get hit with that rose, of course, and that kind of warm spicy feels. So the saffron will be giving you that kind of warm spicy vibe as well in the opening. Coriander, I guess it's there, but I can't say I detect it. And again, the carrot seed, not too sure. As it starts to dry down, of course, the rose remains there. The rose is like the star here. You get that shorty fragrance. I love rose, and that beeswaxy finish, you kind of pick it up here as well. And as it goes to the base, well, of course, the vanilla, the amber, all these things kind of come to the forefront. But this fragrance is very smooth. It's very well rounded, and I would say that this fragrance is very elegant, it's very classy. So this is a fragrance that, you know, you're not gonna just use willy-nilly. Of course you could do that if you want, but it really has a profile that, you know, fits a particular type of setting, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. But again, the scent profile, lovely. If you love rose and amber, you're going to love this. If you love those warm spicy vanilla scents as well, you would love this. If you don't like rose, well then skip past this one, you're not gonna like this. But once you like rose, amber, vanilla, anything along those lines, you're gonna like this, you're gonna love this, right? There's oud in here, but I don't pick up any oud at all. If I have to compare this fragrance with something, just to give you like a little reference, there's a fragrance called Rose Anonyme from Atelier Cologne. I had that fragrance some time ago, but I don't have it anymore, right? Long story. But this fragrance is in that ballpark, so it smells actually similar, right? But this one is, you know, the quality is much better. It's blended better. Again, it's rounded off better. You know, it's just some levels above that one, right? But just to give you a reference, if you smell that fragrance before Rose Anonyme, this one is similar to that, or that is similar to this, whichever one. Not sure which one came out first, right? But that's for reference purposes. So again, if you love this type of scent profile, you're gonna love this fragrance. I love it. One of my favorites, and I'm really glad to have it in the collection. And I haven't had it for like very long, and look where the juice is, guys. I love this. I just love this. Right? So right, as I mentioned, in terms of settings, it's an elegant style of fragrance, so you want to wear this when you're dressed up, suit, jacket, tie, any type of dressed up function. That's what you're going to save this one for. If you just want to wear it casually, you can do that, but it's not really for that type of setting. It's very classy, very elegant. All right, so you want to save it for those types of settings. Can you wear it in the day? Yes, you can wear it in the day. It's not a fresh fragrance, but the rose gives it a bit of a freshness. So, you know, I wouldn't say it's for like going out in the sun or anything, but you can wear it in the day in a climate controlled environment. Of course, feel free. All right, so that's occasions. What I say is worth it. Yes, it is a fragrance that's worth the price, in my opinion, because you know, it checks all the boxes for me. In terms of performance, now this fragrance is not a beast mode fragrance, so if it is you're waiting for me to say that, I'm not going to say that, because it's not, right? So it's not going to fill up an entire room. It's not going to knock people out and punch people in the face. It's not that type of fragrance. It's a softer fragrance, but again, it's elegant. So you're going to get decent performance, but again, don't look for, you know, 9-10 hours. It's not that, right? For me, it will sit there for probably about 7 hours, and the projection and sillage will be there probably just like in the first 45 minutes an hour, and then starts to, you know, sit a little closer to the skin. So this is one fragrance I like so much that I don't really, of course I wish it could have performed better, but I don't have a big issue with it because I like it so much. But for some persons, it may be an issue. All right, so again, I wish it was better, but you know, there's a trade-off. So I like it so much, it's okay. It's okay, right? So I just kind of go heavy on the sprays, depending on where I'm going and how long I'll be out for. And even carry a decant if I just want to re-up. All right, so not a beast. All right, in terms of, is it a compliment getting type of fragrance? Yes, I've gotten compliments with this already. So it is that type of fragrance. Of course, not everybody's going to compliment you. It's not like a designer that was made for every single person to love. No, it is still niche. So only persons who appreciate this type of composition and artistry, they're going to compliment you with it. So it's really a nice fragrance, very elegant. And again, if you never got your nose on it, sample it first. Of course, it's too expensive to just blind buy. Sample it and see. All right, so that's as much as I'll say with this one. Again, if you have it, leave it in the comments, and I'll get back to you there. So that's Boadecia, the Victorious Ardent for you. All right, that's my take on it. Again, if this was helpful in any way, drop a like on the video. I appreciate it. Thank you in advance. All right, and share this video with anybody you know may be interested in a video like this. All right, so that's it for me today, guys. That's it for me today. So thanks for watching. I know we do it. Stay fresh, smell the best, and I'll catch you in the next video. So until then, I'm out. Take care, guys. Peace.